It's the British naval officers on the warship playing polo. About that time, eh, chaps? Righto.
I think we're good. I think we're good. Yep,
Are we good?
everyone.
I'm always good, but are we streaming?
Yes.
Good, good. Excellent.
Okay.
Perfect timing.
Yep, perfect timing. I'm trying to get the map scene set up so that when we transition over there, everybody's not like, "What in the world happened there?" So right now, it
It's
kind of looks
important.
like streaming by Picasso. Fine if you like impressionism. Bad if you like organization. Okay, I think everything is in the right spot. Mike, do you have a story for us, or is that for later?
No, I do. I can tell it now. So I've been flying over Australia in the last 10 days or so. I went to Melbourne and back. I highly recommend it if you get a chance.
Mhm.
I'd suggest that you take a window seat so you can look out at the countryside below. There's a whole bunch of cute little critters sharpening their fangs, just waiting for you to land, that you can look at and kind of wave at. As you fly over, you might look down and see a sign on a roof that says "Welcome to Perth," and that might cause you a momentary panic because you're landing in Sydney, or you're supposed to be anyway. Don't panic about this. There's this joker in Sydney, or national hero, as we like to call him, Brad Heisman. He painted "Welcome to Sydney" on his roof back in 2021. Sorry, he painted "Welcome to Perth" on his roof in Sydney back in 2021, which is just this hilarious joke. But I was reading about this guy, and it occurred to me that we all have this underused advertising space on top of our houses. So maybe just go up there and check and see if some enterprising company has painted a message up there, like Coca-Cola or something. If not, if you're not using it, consider painting a sign that tells everyone to find the Back Patio Network on YouTube and subscribe. It's guaranteed to cause a lot less panic, and the people that can afford plane tickets, they probably have disposable income that they'd love to toss at a Patreon. So yeah, do that.
It's a good idea.
That was worth it.
Oh, I mean, it took
Gotta get
around the world.
Gotta get that jet set of crowds.
This is the captain speaking. If you will look over to your left, you will see this. Please subscribe to Back Patio Network.
Thank you for flying Back Patio Airlines.
Back Patio Airlines. Oh, that's an awfully big jump in something.
Yeah.
Be sure to like and
Patreon stretch
subscribe
goal.
once you turn off the airplane mode.
Yeah,
Exactly.
that's right.
Yeah, for our gold tier Patreon subscribers, please connect to the free Wi-Fi in-house.
And when we say free, we appreciate the $1,000 ticket you paid for your right flight.
Exactly.
I just paused the Twitch so I could cough. I don't think that's how any of that works. Oh, this is gonna be rough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yesterday, I woke up and it felt like someone had embedded Choppy into my skull and trying to wiggle it loose for about 4 hours. So, yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
It's the crazy weather. I think my sinuses are just going berserk.
I mean, we've
Choppy,
had
why
a
have
lot
you
of that
betrayed me?
going around.
My
Cowart said we
head's
had an echo, but apparently it was on his end, and I'm not sure how there was an echo on your end, Cowart. But unless you're like restreaming. Hey, Wes is here.
This is
Hi,
this
Wes.
is good. Cowart, if you could just stream us 3 times, that would look really good for our numbers. Just open up
and
every
like and
device in your
subscribe
house.
each time.
Individual Twitch accounts on all of your TVs, gaming devices, and handhelds, right, and mobiles.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm really
certain
pushing
my
for
head's
YouTube
producing
subs.
3.8 liters of snot per hour.
Oh.
That's efficient.
Yeah. Well, I tried to figure out how they sell gas in Europe, but I still can't figure that math out. So I'll just do it liters per hour.
3.8 liters, I think, is equivalent to a gallon because that's what's on the top of a toilet.
It was. How do they sell it over there? It's not like X number of quantity per dollar. I don't know. It's real weird. It's backwards and
Oh, it
inside
is.
out.
Wow, it is
It was
in Australia. It's
liters
dollars
per
liter.
100 clicks.
Yeah, liters per distance divided by time.
Yeah, it was like liters per
over
distance. Yeah.
over bullets per washing machine.
Yep.
It was a whole 3 washing machines big. Negative.
Crashed.
I think we're
Uh-oh.
back up. I think we're back.
Somebody's pinging me on the thing.
It looks to be back up.
We're back in pod form.
In pod form? Okay.
In pod form, yeah.
I know.
Isn't it a group of whales? A pod?
A pod, yeah. Bringing it back.
Full circle.
That's how you do it. Yes, and.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm not going to touch that button again. Sorry.
The crash button.
I
It says,
op-
"Don't click on this button."
Yeah.
That's the little.
Don't hit
The
the
big
crash
red
button.
button.
The one that says crash underneath it.
Yeah. Well,
Or
I tried to
To fuck
open
things
setting.
up, hit this. Don't hit that.
Doctor, it hurts when I do that.
Or the button that says fiddle.
No, the fiddle's over there.
Fiddle.
Is it Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy that had the black button with the black writing that lit up black when you pressed it that said, please do not push this button again?
Please don't press this again. Yeah.
Did they press it again?
No, that was the joke, is that they pressed it the first time when it said, please do not press. And then they pressed it and it said, please do not press this button again.
And very
It's gold.
friendly.
I want one.
Big friendly letters.
If
Hitchhiker's
I had
Guide
a
to the
stream deck,
Galaxy.
this is
Big friendly
absolutely what I
letters.
would
Said
do.
please.
Yeah.
There was a web page called like thebutton.com or something like that where it popped up a clickable button that says do not click the button. And
Uh-huh.
it was one of those things where it would give you random little notifications and achievements based on just hidden things. And it was like, you waited 1 minute and 37 seconds to click the button. Congratulations. You waited longer than 47% of the people who've clicked the button. And then when you click it a second time, it's like, congratulations, you waited 15 seconds. That's less than 15% of the population. Yeah. And then it would start moving around, and there was just all kinds of random things that would happen. You did not click the button.
That reminds me. There's a Twilight Zone. I can't remember if it was an old, like a black and white Twilight Zone, or later on when they did the reboot with the box with the red button. The
Mhm.
guy shows up and knocks on the guy's door, and he's got a box with a button. He gives it to him. And he says, "Here's a button,
Mhm.
and he said, if you press this button, we will give you." It was like a lot of money at the time, so we'll
Okay.
say $10 million.
200 grand.
Huh?
It was 200 grand because this is 1986. So that was like a
yeah.
million
We'll
dollars.
give you a lot of money, but somebody you don't know will die, and that's how it starts. He gives
Okay.
him the button and leaves, and the whole episode is him agonizing over whether or not he decides to press the button.
Okay.
And at the end, he decides to press the button. The guy gives him the money, and the salesman, traveling salesman, whatever, takes the box and says, "Okay, now we're going to take this button and give it to somebody that you don't know." And he disappears and shuts the door.
Oh.
Well, it's like
they made a-
that's based off that story. The meme guy hands the guy a box and says, if you press this button, you'll get $1 million. But somebody somewhere on the planet's going to die that you don't know. And the guy hits it. He's like, but you don't know who they are. Somebody's dying. And he's like, just jamming it. It's like,
There was a feature film made based on that with Cameron Diaz and
Yeah.
James Marsden as well.
With Cameron Diaz and James Marsden?
Yeah.
Off of the concept of the button that would kill someone you didn't know and it would give you money?
It's called The Box. It's
Hold
from
on.
2009.
I don't understand how you could get much more out of that, but okay.
They did.
Was it
The
a feature length?
agonizing. That's how you stretch out the agonizing over whether or not to press the button.
I
guess
think
so.
they press it a couple of times over the course of the film.
Oh, it's not
Spoiler
there
alert.
wasn't a person accompanying the box.
I'd be hitting that thing
No,
like
there
that old
was.
racing track game. Just
Like
It was-
DDR.
100-yard dash.
The guy that shows up in the button, I believe, is Franklin Jella. Maybe. I love that guy.
But you don't remember his name. Arlington
Oh,
Stewart.
I know who
played by Frank
I know who Frank Langella is. I'm just not sure if that was the guy.
Frank Langella is Arlington Stewart.
Sure.
Sure.
That
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah. All right. Fine. It's been a long time ago. I looked it up.
So, do y'all remember the name of the guy that you took out 2 weeks ago?
I do.
You're like,
Zenith.
Zenith.
Winter
Shield.
Shield.
In a blanket.
So, would somebody recap for me how exactly you took him out? Because I gave up at the end of that episode after that happened. Plus,
Step one.
I've got 18 gallons of snot running down my throat. So, go.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Ew.
Turn dwarf into turtle. Step 2, wrap him in a blanket, all nice and soft. Step 3, fly him to the top of the cave. Step 4, let go.
Release the turtle.
Release
profit.
the turtle.
And when he hit the ground, it was like a Jack in the Box exploded because that turtle went into a dwarf, and the burrito wrapping flew open everywhere, and you had an unconscious dwarf.
But it's great at parties.
Check this out.
Look
I
what
hope
I
this
can
is
do.
a repeated maneuver, and when we get into terrible situations, we'll be like, "So, Operation Turtle Drop."
Remember that time?
Yes. It's going to be another one of those Ocean's 11 kind of deals. Like, how about the turtle drop? Well, where are we going to get a dwarf?
I hate that one.
You know what? That's like Thor and Loki. Let's do Get Help. I hate Get
I
Help.
hate this one. Help!
Immediately cuts into, oh, hell.
Mhm.
I do love all those the oceans where he's like, can we do a Nancy Drew with a half gainer at the end? No, we can't do that one. We don't have access to a submarine. It's like, what?
Yep.
That wouldn't make
Amazing.
any sense.
That just wouldn't make any sense in this situation. It's a Tuesday. I mean,
Not enough people.
just don't have enough people for that one.
So you took the dwarf unconscious, tossed him into the jail cell, and shut the cell door. And that's pretty much where we left off last time. He is unconscious. Alma did stabilize him. You cast Requiem for the Dead or whatever it is that you keep people from bleeding out. And
Spare the dying.
spare the dying. Thank you very
That's
much.
the one.
Turn y'all up a little bit. A beef today. What's next?
We win.
Yay!
We consult our 5-step plan. Profit, I believe, was the last step.
Next thing.
Yeah.
Well, we do have the dangling zombie room that we really didn't take a good look at because we were dying.
I
If we
don't want
could
to go
look at
back
that
in
one.
there.
I don't want to go back there.
I don't
It's an awful
either.
place. It's stupid.
It's
Yes.
silly.
Just a silly place. Yeah.
All right, so you've got Zenith in the jail. You got a couple of Kuatoa in the jail cell north of him, and you'd like to head back up to the top floor and check out the hanging zombie room. Right?
Well, I think it's a good idea. I also think someone's. I'll I think someone should stay down here just in case
Yes.
either the Kutoa decide to leave or the unconscious dwarf decides to wake up. So I'll stay down here and keep an eye on the prisoners and threaten them with turtleness. Even though
I
I
could
can't
stay
cast
down
a spell,
here.
I can still threaten it.
I could do with a small, rest. I'm very tired.
Would you refer to it as a short rest?
So it's a tall rest. I'm very tall, but also I'm
Oh.
very tired.
Oh, you want to stay down here?
If I could maybe lay down in the hallway,
He won't be watching. He'll be resting.
I'll be watching, but my eyes will be resting.
So that reminds
I
me
don't
of
believe it.
Galaxy Quest when the captain's in the back of the limo and he tilts his head back and he puts the what was it, cap or something over his eyes. He's like, I'm listening. Keep talking, and goes to sleep. Like Berzon's going to watch the prisoners with his eyes closed.
Yeah, it just reminds me of my dad when I was growing up. Like, Dad, are you awake? And he's like, I was just resting my eyes, but he was like
Resting my
snoring
eyes.
right before
Yeah.
that.
I think my grandmother, Nanny, she used to say that. I'm just gonna rest my eyes
Yeah,
for a
I'm
while.
just resting my eyes. It's like full on asleep. Yeah. I thought you were watching the movie. I was just resting my eyes.
Change the channel. I was watching that.
Alternate facts.
Exactly. Do we still have a psychic link? Like, can we still communicate if one of us is down here and the rest of us are up there?
I think
You
I
should.
think
It was for hours.
Well, so the last one we had was abruptly interrupted when Trathiel.
That's right. You hit the
I was
dust.
knocked
Yeah,
out.
I fell unconscious.
You'll have to do it again.
I can reestablish.
Okay.
and
I mean,
Callum,
I'm definitely
Go ahead.
fine to go up there and like perceive or whatever I need to do. I just don't want to go by myself.
Yeah, I will go with you. Me and the Bird of Doom.
Okay.
Bird of Doom.
Yeah, it's the one that dropped the dwarf from the roof of the
Savage.
cave.
Right, that Bird of Doom.
Yeah. Earned our keep today.
Right.
2 hours of 3 people, so I will grab Fezan because he's going to be keeping watch, and I'll grab. Actually, I can grab everybody, right? 3 people.
Oh no, you don't need to include me. It's okay.
What if something bad happens?
Yes.
Well, then
I'm
I'll at least be
resting my
rested.
telepathy.
No, it's
You'll
We
hear
don't
me
have to
scream.
talk to you.
you'll definitely hear me scream. Yeah, right.
It's more of an optional thing. You got to push the button like a 2-way radio.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, this door, you did open that, right?
And it did explode.
It did explode. Okay. And
Yeah.
the second one, they're both
Yep.
open, right? Okay.
Yes,
You-
because
this
we came through
Clear
that one.
passageway. All right.
Mhm.
So, y'all have been discussing plans that have changed and alternate and reversed and flipped. So, what you doing? Who's
I
going?
think
Who's
everyone
staying? That kind
except
of
for Farzan is going upstairs. Farzan is staying down and keeping an eye while resting his eyes.
I was actually was somewhat kidding, but if we do, I'm happy to split the party, sit and rest. But I would, if you think it would be a better idea if we sent, if we left one of the minions, minions here. I don't remember what are they called?
You
Companions.
call me a minion?
I-
Kellev looks
I-
at you like
Buddy,
daggers.
buddy.
I'm
buddies.
talking with my
Yes.
brain. You can't hear me.
Yeah,
No,
it's a banana.
she can hear you. You don't know how. She can just read your body language.
Read your body
He knows you
What is
intimately.
what is body
Like-
language for?
It's a big body. You're very loud.
Sorry.
Not hard to read.
So, okay, who's going? Still, are the 2 minion body?
going.
I mean, okay. Keegan and Kellev, are they going with you?
Yes.
All right. You are upstairs. I'm going to put you right outside the squiggly dead body room.
Oh, great.
Awesome.
And you may go. So let's do another just reread of this wonderful room. Against the north wall sits a throne made of what looks like stitched together skin. 4 slender pillars surround a faintly luminescent circle about 5 feet across, carved into the stone of the floor. To either side of the throne hang banners depicting a dwarf in blue and white armor, holding a war axe aloft. Both banners are apparently upside down. Hanging by their feet from nooses attached to the 30-foot ceiling are dozens of rotting corpses, each with the top of its head removed, like scalped. The corpses mutter and twitch in pale mockery of life.
They still doing that?
Yep, they are.
And is the glowy, shiny death blender in the middle still doing its thing?
What are you talking about?
The teleportation.
portal?
thing?
Teleportation.
It was, yeah, it's still obvious, but it was just a little rune shimmer on the ground. But
Okay.
yes,
I
it is
didn't know if
still
that
there.
was
Yeah,
something that he was maintaining or if that's a permanent fixture of the place.
looks like it's permanent.
I mean, can I?
No.
Sorry, I
Go
was gonna say just gonna poke my head in and just do like. I mean, I have a 22 perception. So
Okay.
anything else besides
Are
the
you
frightening
looking for
horrors
anything
around?
specific?
I don't think so.
You don't really
Danger.
notice anything.
Yeah, danger.
But you do know that every single body that's hanging, and there's dozens and dozens, and they're not all human. They're all various different kind of races, and a lot of them are subterranean races. So a lot of them are creatures from the Underdark. There's Drow, there's Kuatoa, there's Smurf Niblin. There are all kinds. There's even a hooked horror with like its chitinous head chopped off a little bit. Just all kinds of creatures from the Underdark hanging upside down and just wiggling and chirping or mumbling or gurgling. And then some of them are almost skeletal. The skin is just rotten, sloughed off like in puddles below them. It's a really gruesome scene. It smells
Ugh.
great.
Yeah. And I've seen
Does
what
he
I need
work
to
then?
see.
Don't love it.
And you've
This
got this
is a great
supernatural
home.
perception, so you like stick your head in like
Yeah, just immediately vomit.
you're like part bloodhound.
Sticks her nose in the door. That was a bad idea.
It's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Like a wisdom saving throw to forget. The only thing that I would like to check out is this shrine and these banners, I guess.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic. I know I had it going before, but we didn't really have a good chance to sort of like.
Well, you
stare
cast
at
polymorph
anything.
also, right? So
We were busy.
doesn't that kick out your?
It does. Yeah, it replaces it. Yeah. So I'm just going to, as a ritual, cast Detect Magic.
So Keldon gets up there and starts casting. Tarathiel, you take the edge. I saw around to the back to the throne. It looks like it's not part of the floor. It looks like it was definitely added later, but pretty good craftsmanship. Give me a perception. There's nothing really to it, to be honest.
15.
Yeah, nothing new.
Gonna vomit.
So,
Hang on.
so Tarathiel, you were kind of skulking around on the ceiling amongst the quivering bodies earlier. Did you notice anything else? I mean, I'm a little interested in these. Like, if we could cut one down and like take a closer look.
Hang on. Yeah.
Little nauseous.
Little nauseous. Kind of vomit. I can get up there and try and cut one down. we know
Not
that?
that,
I mean,
you
they're
know.
kind of twitchy. Do we know they're not going to just get up and immediately start trying to kill us?
We don't know that at all. This could be a terrible idea.
I love it.
Well, it is a Tuesday. Get up there and use my knife to hack at one of these ropes and try and drop somebody.
Start with a small one. You hear in your head.
Yeah, I'll get a Svivnerblin. I can't even say that word.
Dark
An evil
Konami.
Smurf. One of the evil
Yeah,
Smurfs.
yeah. So you crawl up there.
That's
Khaldun's
Smurf.
getting barely started. You cut down the evil Smurf, and it hits the ground, and it just kind of splatters. Like the skeleton's
good.
still whole, but the skin just like slips off, spreads all across the floor. Rank, gross gray fluids fly everywhere. The smell intensifies, and it lays there, and it still continues to twitch and mutter, and it'll blink its eyes and look at, not really at you, but like in your direction. Then it'll look away.
Should have put down a tap.
That will never come out.
Yeah, seriously, it's stained
Stone.
stone.
Glad we've already established our own murder dungeon.
Now we have a murder attic.
We don't have to have this one.
Can someone cast squeegee?
Prestidigitation. Okay, well, I'll just continue casting detect magic. Maybe we can find something else in here, particularly the chair, perhaps, or maybe even the body now that it's disassembled.
The body doesn't show up with a magical aura.
He's
I
still
don't
casting.
remember.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't remember.
All right, so nobody's gonna do anything. We'll wait 10 minutes. Maggots crawl around a little bit, say hi. You finish your spell, Khaldun, and everything within 30 feet, which is kind of the bottom left corner of this room. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, up about right here, right? So every hanging body from the ceiling that you see and the circle are all glowing with magic. Even the body on the ground
Okay.
that's writhing and like partially goo, it's also glowing with magic.
What kind of magic?
You concentrate for a couple of rounds, and the bodies are all necromantic, and
Okay.
the circle is conjuration, whatever teleport is.
I think it's conjure or it's evocation.
Evocation? Okay. Whatever. Yeah, it's teleport. You know that. You've
Yep.
experienced it firsthand twice.
Yep.
Twice?
Firsthand.
Yep.
Yeah, at least twice. So I'll let everybody know the body, the twitchy body it's enchanted. It's somebody's cast necromancy on them. I have no idea why or what.
Are the bodies
all
powering
right,
the
so-
runes, maybe?
Trathiel, you mentioned you looked at the tapestries, right? Like when you went back up there.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
I forgot to talk to you about that. They're hanging upside down. Turn Discord off. It's going berserko. The tapestries are both hanging upside down. So, you know, in most cultures, that's a sign of distress. You know, like a flag upside down or whatever. In Dwarven society, hanging a coat of arms upside down will be kind of the same idea. Give me a knowledge history. Was it arcane history? Yeah, it'd be knowledge history. 22.
That's a natural 20 for a 22.
Well, you got
Hey.
it. These are the Splinter Shield clan insignia. The
Hold on.
battle standard.
Hold on, Matt. I think I might have interrupted your audio there. Start that sentence over again.
Where?
The one.
At the beginning.
Welcome to Age of Heroes.
Oh,
You said these are the, and I think I clicked the wrong button.
So
I'm gonna stop
Trathiel, you rolled a
clicking.
Trathiel, you rolled a natural 20. These are the battle standards of the clan Splinter Shield. This is Zenith Splinter Shield. That is what you
I
know.
mean, the banner's alright, but it's weird that they're upside down.
Could also be considered an insult.
Oh.
So this is the New Jersey Splinter Shields, or is this the New Brunswick Splinter Shields?
It's the Cauldron Splinter Shields.
Okay, I am going to move right about there and see if there's any magic coming off of this chair or the banners.
Nope. And now you're 1, 2, 3. You've got the entire room with your detect magic. Every single twitching, hanging body is glowing with necromantic magic. The circle in the center is with glowing magic, but nothing else.
Okay. Now the chair throne thing, is it like solid, like a
No, it's
like a stuffed chair, just it happened to be upholstered in skin, or is it like barely together?
It's like a throne that's been covered like with a blanket, like Conan sits on a throne with a bunch of blankets on it. Think of it kind of like that, because it is a stone throne, but it's like it's been covered in scalps and skin and flesh.
Probably from the hanging creatures.
Yeah, very easily you can tell that this is a bunch of scalps made into a Afghan.
Great.
Ew.
Does anyone have a
I'm
hat?
gonna go over
I can wear?
to the chair and grab it. Can I just grab it and pull it off the throne?
Lick it.
Yeah, pull it off.
It comes off. Part of it sloughs off. It's not held well together, but it is stitched, so it's like you're holding it, and pieces are just. Some of it's falling off. Some of
Ew.
the,
I can
some
hear
of the
this.
skin that's on here is some of the skin that's in this nice little quilt of death is actually years old, and you pick the thing up and the skin just rips on some parts. Some of it's fairly new, but yeah, you've got yourself a nice blanket.
I don't want it. I just want it off the chair.
Success.
So I just kind of drag it off in front of it.
All right.
And it's just a stone chair underneath it. Throne.
Just a stone throne. Yep.
Okay. All right. And investigate the throne. There's nothing unusual about it.
No.
Okay. So I'm going to go over to the body that's splattered yet twitching.
Okay.
And I guess I'm going to grab it by the spine.
All right.
Ew.
And I'm going to drag it out of the room.
All right. It leaves a nice little snail trail behind it.
Good.
Oh.
You ever seen the
Um,
Walking Dead one where they're in the canisters and they peel it open and it and the smell comes out and it comes out and the skin's just hanging off and it just falls off of it while it's walking?
No.
Kind of like that.
Okay. So I'm curious to see if I take the body out of the room, if it's still enchanted with necromancy. That's what I'm doing.
It is still enchanted. Anybody else do
Alright.
anything
Alright.
during this time?
Don't normally babble incoherently unless there's magic making it do it. I want some
Well, I've
fresh air.
encountered
I
things-
might go check and see what Fezan's doing.
Everything's fine down here. Thank you. Don't come down here and bring that with you.
So I've encountered things that can make things kind of twitchy like this, and just making sure it's not one of those. I'm thinking of intellect devourers,
Ugh.
like the Illithid. In fighting them, they have intellect devourers also, which they can kind of possess the minds of bodies. That's why I'm thinking, is it like this? But apparently, it's not. Okay.
What's next?
Well, while I've got detect magic going, I'm gonna go back down to the prison area and see if Zenith still has that enchantment on him. You said there was something on it, some magical thing on his face, head, something.
Yes. Is
Before-
everybody going back down? I'll switch the map back over. Everybody going back down?
All right. Yeah, I already gone.
you were gone.
Yeah, I was. After I threw up, I was kind of
Nope.
over it.
Not wasting any time. All right. So you head back down to the jail area. You hear Farazan before you see him, and you still got the detect magic going.
Yep.
And this symbol is what you. Does that symbol pop up?
Yeah, but
Yep.
I clicked
Yeah.
it, or I clicked it the exact second it popped up. So if you could do it one more time.
Sure.
There we go.
So it's not as pristine looking as this. It's like it's across his face. It looks like it's drawn on there rather than calligraphied on there. But you see it as just glowing across. Well, he's lying now. He's unconscious. So you see him, but you see like part of it is across his face.
Okay, I'm gonna I think I've got something. Farazan gave me something to draw with. I want to say it's charcoal or something. I'm gonna draw that symbol down on the ground next
Okay.
to him,
All right.
because I'm assuming no one else can see this but me because of the magic.
Correct.
Yeah, I'll draw it on the ground and I'll look up the rest of the group and say, "Hey, y'all recognize this symbol? Because he's magicked. It's glowing on his forehead."
What kind of check is that?
That would be Arcana.
I can one of those rolls.
And I think Khaldun, you've already attempted once. if I'm
I
not
tried
mistaken.
and I didn't succeed.
Yeah. And
A
you rolled
16.
good too. It's a very, yeah. Alma, you're not sure. You've not seen this before. Whatever the
Scratch my
symbol
chin.
is, it's very, very rare, or just, well, rare. I guess would be the right word. It's not a very common thing. Trithiel, did you? Oh,
I
Okay,
rolled a
like-
4.
oh,
I don't.
You don't know either.
Nope.
So nobody really knows what the symbol is. It's across Zenith's face. But you're sure that it's magical. You know, it's a scripted magic across his face. And you are only able to detect it when you cast detect magic. Or even see it.
And looking at him, he's just a dwarf, right?
Yes.
Because I remember we've encountered like a half troll dwarf and
Mhm.
other interesting things. And we did remove his armor and personal belongings, things like that before we put him in here. So is that symbol on any of his stuff? When he,
No.
Farazan will hold up the armor and say,
Yeah.
Khaldun, do you see that symbol anywhere else on his thing?
Yeah, look at his. Is there any more magic anywhere on him? Like his belongings?
He did have a couple of things. Did we go over that last time?
I don't remember. I
I don't think so.
Well, let's take a look.
I did not write down
and-
the +12 Warhammer of returning. I didn't note that
There's a
down.
reason for that.
Okay.
All right. So he has pair of gauntlets that are glowing and a potion that's glowing, as well as his war axe is glowing. They're all magical. So a potion, some gauntlets, and a war axe.
Yes, Coward, a Warhammer
I
named
like
Smashy.
And then, of course, his face.
We'll take the face too.
I'll take that.
They'll hang him upside down with his face off.
Well, he did it to others, so I mean,
Was it the face or was it the
Oh.
scalp?
It's like the head face.
does it really matter? What kind of magic is the symbol? Is it necromancy?
No, it's whatever illusionary script is. Like, I guess illusion. Yeah, Yeah, it's more like a. Illusion. It'll be illusion.
Isn't
Okay.
there a school of illusion called something?
Do you have disadvantage?
Always.
True. That's built in. Yes, there is a school of illusion.
Do we know that this is a magical symbol, or Alma? Do you recognize that as something for studies concerning religion?
I can check.
Oh, I
Well,
can't hear you.
your die roll. You rolled 15. Even what's your bonus with religion?
+4 versus +1 for Arcana.
So 19 in religion. Yeah. Yeah, you think you've. Not sure why you've seen it, just because that's a damn good roll you have. It's a planar symbol. It's a symbol that symbolizes another plane of existence called Carcerai. And you know, Carcerai is the plane of jails. Like, you go to Carcerai, you don't get out. It's Roach Motel. It's California. It's where
Like
people send you.
incarcerate.
Yeah,
Carcerai.
incarcerated.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay. Yeah.
So, Carcerai is what you think this symbol is meant to represent.
He's locked up.
Just for oh dang it, something's going crazy with video because I've lost Rachel's audio. So if she said something in response to what I said, if someone could relay that.
I can hear everybody.
Well,
I can hear you.
I lost Rachel's audio, but I refreshed my browser and now I have it back. So it's
Okay.
No,
I'll give
sorry.
that a try. See what happens. So everyone,
Sorry,
hold for
everybody.
just a moment. I'm going to try this.
Will that reset?
It shouldn't because the room is still active, but I'm gonna leave it. So, all right, I'm gonna leave it. But if Rachel said something about the symbol, I noticed that she said something about incarceration, but after that I didn't hear it.
I think she said he's locked up.
And that's all you really need to know. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. It wasn't
Yeah.
anything funny or important.
No, it's funny.
So yeah, if I don't laugh at your jokes, Rachel, sorry. Can't
That's all
hear
right.
you.
I'm used to it.
Nope, can't hear you.
All right.
It's funny. I've been listening back to the podcast, and one of the running gags is that we had meantime to Jamie quit.
Yeah, that was early on. That stopped about
It's been a while.
part of the way in. Yeah. So you got
It's
Magic
like
Lights.
again, that's like Galaxy Quest with the guy. It was like, am I too late for his panic attack? Like, how long is it until Farazan decides to quit?
Guy, the red shirt.
Another
You're gonna be
crew.
fine. Am I? God, he stole the show every time he was on the screen.
What's my name?
I love him to death. He is so great. All right, you got a magical light.
I watched that.
Go ahead. Watch the what?
No, I think last time we brought up Sam Rockwell, somebody mentioned the movie where he plays an assassin, and I watched
Where he
it.
dances?
Based on that recommendation.
Oh,
It took
yeah,
me a
it's
little bit
good.
to get into, but I really loved it. By the time I
was
got to the
great.
end of it, I'm like,
It was a
this
great
is
movie.
great.
Yeah, it's really good.
Is that the one with Anna Kendrick?
Yep.
Yep.
I think
And she
I did watch
gets
it.
just as crazy as he is, and it's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. It's good.
Is it the one she's got the kitty ears?
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't seen it. I've seen the trailer for it. I gotta watch that.
It's good.
So what you doing?
Let's see. I am checking my spells. Do I have? I'm looking to see if I do. I do have identify.
Ooh.
I can identify these items if you want.
Yes, please.
Hmm.
I have to cast it as ritual, so it'll take me 10 minutes a pop, but
It's okay. I'll be over
it's
here laying
faster
down.
than a short rest. So we'll have an idea what those are. Unless there's some place hidden here, I think we've pretty much covered this place, right?
I do think that there is. Let's see. I want to say there is an area that we saw that we didn't go to though. The main room. It's got 3 levels, right? The
The
main.
temple has 3 levels. Yep.
Okay. I think we've only seen 2 of them. Because we're on the bottom level now, and then
But
there's
you're
the
on
level.
the mid level. You're on the mid level right now.
Oh, we're on the mid level.
Yeah.
Yeah, the prison
So-
level.
The lower level is like you walk past the jail, you walk down, you go through the pit with the mummy, came around to a secret door, and you're on the bottom floor of the major temple where you fought the Kotoan clerics. There were Zapadian and all that stuff.
Can we
And then
see that
you-
level?
Yes. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then you saw the gate form and you bugged out. Like you didn't explore down there at all. There so besides that long tunnel, I guess, that goes through the torture room and the water and then the main temple, there's a set of double doors at the very bottom.
Yeah.
That you did not explore because you decided
Oh.
to fight smartly. Smartly? Whatever.
Intelligent.
Intelligently, thank you. Intelligent like I'm not.
So there's one place we haven't been.
Yeah. Could Farazan will ask, do you have the ability to set one of your alarm spells on that area? That way we could rest without having something sneak out of there and attack us.
The doors we've not been through?
Yes.
Yes. I can do that.
We also
have
know there's
the
the fungus
technology.
room at the top has Kuatoans in it, live ones. Because we talked to them and then bugged out. And they were like, I don't like you. Go away. So we did.
And they were they were all females. They were farming. They were harvesting mushrooms.
Yeah, we
But
We
they weren't
investigated too much
threatening or anything like
for,
that. I mean, they
Say again, Elma.
She could
I
drop
was
it out.
saying that we investigated that room briefly because of down.
The mushroom room?
Can you hear me?
It's trying.
It's very trying.
I think she's locked up. It sounded like she said that she had written something down about the mushroom room, that you all had investigated it.
Yeah.
Which, looking at the map, that's right behind the eyes of the temple itself.
Okay.
So I'm going to put it back. Oh, it's already there. And, yep, you guys are at the front door. You got a couple people in jail. Khaldun, are you going to go ahead and identify? You're going to do... What are you doing?
I guess we'll go ahead and do that. So which will drop detect magic. But I'll go
Okay.
through and I will cast identify ritually. I guess I'll start with the Farazan. What do you want me to start with?
so we've got the potion, we've got the gauntlets, and we've got the axe, right?
Battle Axe,
Uh-huh.
yep.
Yep.
Potion you don't have to cast identify on.
Oh yeah. He'll take a sip. He'll put his pinky out. Take a sip.
Oh, you immediately get a taste of that good stuff. You get that euphoria. This is an 8d4 plus 8 healing potion.
Jeez.
So you just gained 2 hit points.
Yeah.
you take a sip and just like your pupils dilate.
Could really use a hit of that right about now.
Um,
Okay.
Rachel, what were you saying? You kind of faded out there. You were talking about the mushroom room.
Yeah, sorry. I don't know what happened. I was just saying that I had done an investigation, just very surface level, seeing what was in it, but that was all. That's all I was saying.
Okay. I think she locked out again. All right. So you were casting Identify on what? Sorry, Rachel.
gauntlet.
You keep kind of fading in and out. I can hear you, but it's trying.
Okay, I can hear you guys.
That sounded fine. Okay, identify what?
The gauntlets.
The gauntlets.
The
All right.
gloves.
The gloves. You cast Identify 10 minutes later. If nobody's doing anything else, you identify them as gauntlets of ogre strength.
Okay. And then the choppy.
The battle axe is a very sharp +1 axe.
A very sharp
Just
+1 axe.
+1 axe.
Okay.
Plus
All
one
right.
chops.
Yeah.
Cool. Here we go. Stuff. Behold my stuff.
Stuff.
If no one's gonna use the gauntlets, I'll use the gauntlet. I guess
And he
actually
was-
anybody can use the gauntlet.
He was wearing full plate and he had a steel shield. They're just not magical. By the way.
Yeah, I've already got everything that that's similar to or better than what he had. So I don't need any of it.
Garbage, leave it.
It's rubbish. Throws it. It's like, don't need this.
Just
Okay,
imagine
what's
Faison
next?
going full Yoda, picking through the stuff.
Exactly.
I'm happy for Khaldun to have the gauntlets. You're a blacksmith, right?
I am. Yeah.
Do those
That-
require attunement? I'm fairly
Yes.
certain they do.
They do.
Axe
They're cool
does
that
not.
way.
The potion just drains your soul.
But it
Write
fills
out your
it back
notes.
in.
Yeah. It's that hole though that you can never fill. Keep coming back for more, and it's never enough. Yes,
So
ladies
that
and
first
gentlemen,
hit is 50
potions of
gold.
healing are heroin.
Okay. So
So that's 10,
Anybody-
20, 30 minutes
30.
past.
no, 20. I cast identify twice, right?
You
'Cause
cast
it's
take
a
magic.
potion.
You cast take magic. I'm counting since Zenith went down.
Yes, so 30 minutes plus exploratory time.
Yeah. So call it 45.
Colt 45.
Works every time.
Okay. Well, I guess at this point we need to decide: are we going to rest
Yes,
or
please.
take a look at those doors? I think that would be not
mean-
be smart.
Yeah,
I heard Rachel.
I'd certainly like to rest.
I can hear Rachel. Yay.
Excuse me.
Yay.
I agree with Alma. She seems to be the most intelligent of our group.
Wise, most wise.
That's not true.
Most wise.
Yes, that might be.
Sometimes I still hear her voice.
Sometimes.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I hear
That's
you.
right.
I hear you now.
Yep.
I fiddled with the settings of the video chat client, not OBS, because OBS we love you. We're just you're perfect just the way you are. We're not touching anything here. But over here,
Nothing bad.
that's what I changed something over here. So yeah,
We're all
okay.
fine here.
we're all fine here.
Yay.
Thank you.
So what you doing?
I'd like to rest, but like, or do we have a plan for what are we gonna do with this guy? Or
We are going to keep him shackled. Is he shackled? Did we tie him up?
He is locked. No, he's not shackled, but he's locked behind bars in a cell.
Okay. Do we have a way to?
but he still has the magic over him, right?
He's got the symbol on his face that you cannot see unless you cast Detect Magic.
Well, I saw
But
I saw the
Keldon-
picture of it,
Yeah. Keldon drew it out for you. Yeah.
and it's there. So who's to say that he couldn't just get out? Like you don't know what it is. Nobody knows what it is.
It's true.
I think we don't even know what type of caster he is, right? We don't know if he's a cleric or a sorcerer or whatever.
We definitely know that he's a fighter because he's a beat the hell out of us several times with multiple.
Well, you have know your enemy, don't you?
Oh,
Does that
I
have
do,
anything?
right.
Can that tell us anything?
Is there anything
Stare
we have to?
You fool for a moment.
Yeah.
Well, we left him
We
downstairs
only
staring
need a
at him.
minute.
Roll a d20 for creepy.
Yeah, that snoring pattern, definitely Battlemaster.
Definitely.
All right, so you could have done that while he was identifying.
Yeah.
Talk to me about that ability. Tell me what all you find out.
If you spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature outside of combat, you can learn certain information about their capabilities compared to your own, so compared to mine. So, in regard to equal, superior, or inferior to, I can do this for multiple times. So, strength index, con, AC, current hit points, total class levels, if any, and total fighter levels, if any.
And all you know is greater or inferior?
Greater, superior, inferior, or equal.
All
For
right.
the stats.
For
For
the
the
stat.
stat.
For the stats.
it's
So his
total
level
levels
is
together.
superior.
No,
Uh,
he gets total levels. He gets total levels.
Yeah, total and fighter. So if he has,
He's
If-
11th level fighter.
okay, there we go. That's fair enough. Okay.
What else do you get?
AC, hit points, and then strength, dex, and con.
Hit points are inferior. His AC is inferior. His strength is inferior. His con is superior. And that's unarmored and unconscious right now.
Yep, dex. I guess it's probably superior.
Oh, Dex.
10.
What's your Dex?
10.
His is superior.
We should tie him up.
Yeah.
while
thinking.
he is still unconscious. So, yeah. Do we actually have like shackles, or do we need to use rope?
But you had a
Just-
Kuatoa roped up. You took him and
We
threw him
definitely
into
have a rope.
jail. So you have rope, sure.
All right.
I don't think
Fine.
anybody actually has like cuffs.
No.
Well, so
No.
the character sheet.
We need
mean,
to
you may, I don't
invest in some
judge.
of those.
Yeah, we might need some of those.
You've needed them several times. I mean,
Yeah.
you guys are
Nobody's
like
ever
this-
gotten any.
weird police force going
Yeah.
through Greater Cauldron area.
There's nothing like that back down in the watery torture room. No shackles or anything we can rip off the wall.
You know what? Yeah, now that you think about it, there are some, like up against the wall, you could take those off and use those.
I'll be right back. And he goes down.
You get advantage.
Okay. Thanks.
Or inspiration, sorry.
Thanks. I need it. I'm going to use that on the next time I roll drink a potion.
You might actually want to take a blacksmith with you to do what you're thinking
Yeah,
about
I'll go
doing.
with him.
Okay.
Yes.
Just thinking back at how they looked, you might, need a blowtorch,
Oh yeah.
A geyser.
Okay.
a
So
geyser to put out the blowtorch fire.
Yep.
Okay, so Khaldun and Farazan take off down to the mummy room. Alma and Tarathiel hanging out with the hitchman. Call it another 15 minutes. You guys come back up, and you've finagled
Mhm.
the wall chains into a more shackle. That's
Okay.
that's going to work pretty well for a humanoid your
Okay.
size.
immediately go in and shackle him. I think we're running out of time.
All right, open the door. The gate comes open. walk inside, shackle him up. He does look like he's starting to stir, but he's not awake yet.
Okay. Well, we want to take a rest.
Yes.
Desperately.
Okay.
Lock him back up.
Yep.
Lay down for a short rest. Is
Yes.
that on the agenda?
Yes.
All right. He didn't have to be here for this. Well, he might. So you start your short rest, and I'm gonna say you're just staying right here because you didn't say otherwise. You get about halfway through it, and you do hear sound and movement in the greater temple area. In that large temple area with the statue and the platform. About halfway through, you hear like splashing in the water, and you hear just the sound of a big thing moving and several little things moving, and what sounds like almost I don't know, rain hitting the water down there in the temple as well. All this movement happening about halfway, and you stop, I'm assuming, to kind of take a listen, and what you see on the far across the way on the platform where the base of the statue is, because those two doors are open, you see ascending those 30-foot stairs a fairly large black dragon.
Oh, that's
Oh
great.
my god.
And he's not really, it looks like he's just moving in, and behind him you see several Kuatoa.
Look at that. I'm
attending
not
him,
tired anymore.
essentially. But they don't seem to have noticed you. And the dragon just comes up. Can y'all see this?
Yep.
Okay, good. Comes up
Unfortunately.
to the base of the statue.
Don't want to.
This.
Faizan, were there any underpants in that torture chamber?
Not clear. And it curls up right about there. And the Kuatoas are literally carrying treasure and dumping it at its feet. So they're moving in and out as this
The
happens.
feet of the statue or the feet of the dragon?
Feet of the dragon, which both. It's beside the statue, but they're attending the dragon. They're moving its horde. It looks like.
Oh, so it's gotten an upgrade. So we've taken out the competition. Now the dragon's like, I'm gonna get the big room now. Seriously. Yeah, gonna move into the masters.
Huh.
Guys, I think we found Dorlat. Remember Gottfried was looking for his brother or something?
Mhm.
Oh,
You get inspiration.
Yay! Note taking for the win.
taking for the win. Which one did we kill?
You killed.
Killed- We killed Gotrod?
Yep, that's right.
And
And
we
it
found
was,
evidence of the dragon fight at the mouth of the cave when we came in.
That's right. Evidence of a black dragon because its acidic breath had dissolved a lot of the things.
I don't think we have any really good reason to poke the dragon.
Mm-mm. Zero, actually.
Yeah.
I would argue.
Like our hit points would be, shall we do this?
Well,
Yeah. I mean, even if we weren't, even if we were like full power, I still don't really see a good reason to
Mm-mm.
poke the dragon.
And he is
well, there's a
decidedly,
lot of gold.
he is certainly bigger than Gottfried was. Not like massively, but he's definitely a bigger dragon.
Well, okay.
So, I'm going to call that an interrupt of your short rest. What you doing?
Let's leave. Let's not.
Take
Yeah.
that dwarf and go home.
Seconded.
Yes, let's take the dwarf and go home. We can rest elsewhere.
Yeah.
That's less dragonish.
100%.
And the next thing we do is gag the dwarf.
Gag the dragon.
The dwarf.
The dragon.
Hold still.
Excuse me, sir.
Not a
Mr.
euphemism.
We did.
Dorlot.
That's right. We did see
Gagging the
him try to
dragon.
cast a spell, didn't we?
Yes.
I thought
you,
so.
You cast counterspell.
Yeah, I counterspelled him. So yeah, it's a really good idea.
Okay, yep. Gag the dwarf and then out the front door.
All right, so Farazan, you go over to the gates, and Zenith's awake, and he's sitting there, and you go up to the. I mean, I say you because you're standing right there, but
Mhm.
you go up to the gate, and he looks up at you, and he stands up slowly. His hands are shackled. You've got him bound, and he looks a little bewildered, like just not quite sure what happened. Like he was fighting, and all of a sudden I'm a turtle, and now I'm unconscious, and like life's just been topsy turvy for the last hour or so.
It's been a lot of ups and downs.
I've had
never
a
happened
long
to me
day. It's just a long day.
You go, you're gonna have lunch,
a
and the next
bad
thing you know, you're a
experience.
fucking turtle. So I mean,
It's like, dude, I've had a shell of a day, man. It's just been one of those things.
but he stands up, and he's obviously he's sitting there in a loincloth. He's taking everything off of him, and he walks over. And he's got that look how he was before the combat started. Remember, he was just kind of just listing there and just
Mhm.
mumbling about things, and he's kind of gone back to that personality type. And he's walking up to you, basically at the gates, and he holds his hands out and he grabs the bars and just grips them tightly and looks at both of them. And you see his eyes somewhat change. They get darker, and almost like smoke is coming out of his eyes. And it's not his voice, but he's looking at the bars, and he looks at you, and he says, "Let me out. Let me out." And his voice is getting louder, and it is not his voice. And you see that magical signia that you couldn't see earlier start to glow, and he just screams in your head and out loud, "Let me out!"
Didn't we gag him?
Nope. You were going to gag him
Oh,
right
yeah.
now.
You're getting ready to.
All right.
Everybody, give me a wisdom saving throw. Khaldun and Tarathiel, you are at disadvantage.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw. Right.
This is good. This is going to go well.
Mm-hmm. Fine.
Whoa. Natural 1 for a 2.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna use that inspiration you just gave me.
Yeah, maybe that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Well, I'm too late for that. Well,
Okay. Perfect.
4.
All right.
3. They got better.
Well, you can't do inspiration after the fact.
Well, then I'll take
Um,
it back.
Yes, you may have that back. So, who got what? Give me those numbers again. And give me Keegan and Kelev as well.
Oh.
Alma got a 23.
Farazan got a 10. A 10.
23, 10, 4. Khaldun, what'd you get?
2.
I got a 4.
2
4.
for Tarathiel.
What about Keegan and Kelev?
Keegan
Kind
rolled
of got a 20.
14.
Okay. I missed Keegan.
Keegan rolled a 14.
14. All right.
I don't know
So-
what his bonus is.
14, that's all right. 14 is a success. Everybody that rolled below a 12 takes 19 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
If you succeeded, you take 9 points of psychic damage. And at the same
That's a good
time,
news.
huh?
Tarathiel drops.
So does Farazan.
Okay. Alma, you're standing where you are. You notice out of the corner of your eye, the 3 Kuatoa who were delivering the gold, they all collapse. And you hear the dragon just roar at the top of its lungs. and howling in pain.
Oh God. So where is
Where what?
Khaldun?
Khaldun, I don't. I'm assuming you were in the room resting, like with everybody else, not standing beside the Kuatoa. Oh, those 4 Kuatoa are dead.
Tarathiel was definitely not sleeping in a prison cell. And I think, especially with the dragon, he would have been right where he is, just standing at the doorway.
Right.
Keeping an eye on things.
So Farazan and Tarathiel are down. Alma, Khaldun, you're up. Keegan and Kelev, are they still up? I don't think they really took any damage in that fight versus Zenith, did they?
No. So Kelev
No.
will take 9 damage. Yeah, she's fine.
But he drops. Oh, wait. You said half?
Yeah, he rolled like a 14. He only takes half.
9. Okay, so he's down to.
And Khaldun and Alma, you both, after that pain in your head, you are getting those vivid nightmares that you've had in the past. Just like as you're standing there awake, you get those flashes, those images of those horrible dreams that you've had in the last couple of months. Just for a few seconds, just like flashing images, and then the pain goes away, the images go away.
Okay.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I'm stabilizing my friends.
Okay.
I am killing Zenith.
Okay, so
I don't think that's Zenith anymore.
Alma, you cast Spare the Dying.
Yeah,
Khaldun,
it's touched, so I'll just run to Tarathiel first since he's right there.
Okay,
Do what I
no
need
problem.
to do, and then zoom over and
No
do
problem.
the same.
Khaldun, you
Just-
run around the corner and you see Farazan laid out in front of the jail cell.
Mhm.
And you also see Zenith on the other side of the jail cell laid out as well.
Oh, he's unconscious?
Yep.
In that case, I will stabilize Farazan.
Okay. Do you have a kit or do you want to do medicine? Or
I'll do
what are you doing?
medicine.
right.
Medicine, I guess.
Clear.
All right.
With some shocking grasp.
Gazart. Gazer. What I think you need
Holy
is fresh
shit.
water.
That's 2 1s in a row. All right, so
Okay.
that didn't
Well,
work.
I can do it.
All right.
Okay. So I failed miserably. In the meantime, I am going to.
Stuck the first aid in his mouth.
This
Eat it.
doesn't
That
go
works.
up his nose. Wrong
It's not a
orifice.
potion, but put it in your mouth.
I am going to unlock the cell, and I'm going to gag this guy.
So Alma, you have time then. You pull that lever and it just grinds and squeaks. Gert comes up. You go in there. You gag Zenith. Alma, you come around. You got plenty of time. You cast Spare the Dying on Farazan. So neither one of you nor Tarathiel need to do any death saves. They got you in time. Alma.
That's good.
Need to get out of
Now-
here.
Drake, we are leaving.
Like now.
To spare the dying, give me a hit point, or am I still unconscious?
I think it just
Um,
stabilizes you.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so I'm stable at 0.
It just says become
Yes.
stable.
All right. Tell me
Cool
what you're
beans.
doing. I mean, are you leaving? Are you dragging your friends out? I mean, what?
I mean,
Saying sorry.
I'd
good
like
luck.
to leave.
Let's see. Well, we need to get them conscious first.
Farazan
Do I
has
have
a
a
has
way
a
to-
mushroom flask on his hip.
Who's he tell that to?
I'm just saying that he's got that mushroom flask on his hip that he's had since, I don't know, what's the where I don't remember where we found it. Got a
Found the
room?
Malachite Fortress.
Yeah,
Malachite Fortress. Yep.
There is that one, and then we've got that other big super heal potion.
Now that costs you 25 gold every time you
Yeah.
refill it. Are you doing that? Okay.
Yep. Every,
don't
every
worry
time
about, like,
every time I use it,
herbs.
and then every time I put an X by it, I take 25 off my.
Cool.
my
Perfect.
Okay, so Alma, you want to use the flask on Trathiel, and I'll use the potion, the big potion on Ferzan.
Yeah.
Does that sound good? Okay. Let's do that.
Sounds good.
Okay. You guys tag out, flip around. Khaldun goes and drowns Farazan, and Alma. I forgot you cast something.
She's using the potion, the flask.
Yeah.
And you're using the
So
potion.
just a
you
regular potion of healing, 2d4
Yeah,
plus 2
2d4
from the
plus 2.
flask.
And are you using the potion you just found on Zenith?
It's the only one we got.
Okay. 84 plus 8. Yeah, right. 8d4 plus 8.
I'm not going to roll it because I've historically rolled very poorly. So if you'll roll that, Heath, I would appreciate it.
I got you.
Right, I'm rolling it now.
30.
28. Well, did you roll 30? Okay.
Take that.
I'll take 30.
Okay.
All right,
Thank
they're
you.
both awake. Maybe not feeling great. You both have massive
Yeah.
headache.
I did yesterday.
And we gotta
But
go.
you are awake.
Ferzan will pick up the dwarf and throw him over his shoulder.
Got it. No problem.
Just on the ground, just
before he
And-
stands up.
While
So
you're doing
you-
that, Keegan casts a quick spell, and that closed door, or the open door where the trap was, has now got an image of a closed door over it. He casts an illusion spell, minor illusion, make it block vision.
Good idea. Let's
Oh.
go. Let's go.
Nice.
Smart,
Yeah.
smart Keegan.
Double time.
I really hope Black Dragons don't have true saying, let's go.
And Kelev is already at the waterfront.
Yep.
He was
she's in the boat paddling away.
Yeah.
See ya.
I don't know what y'all are doing.
Flipping us the double bird.
All right. You guys have escaped the temple. You listen for a moment. You don't hear the dragon coming. Don't hear anything else coming your way. You're at the waterfront. And you get to the water and you look around, and there are hundreds of fish upside down and floating in the water. All
Is that
around this.
frog
and they're-
taxi driver dead?
You don't see him anywhere, but you do see the taxi on the other side of the water, like where you guys came in from the first place.
Mhm.
But you don't see him anywhere.
Go.
Now
Ferzan
remember,
pull-
you had like the psychic link up.
Mhm.
He
Yeah.
bugged out. Like he's like, I'm out of here. Like you had the same language and everything. I am leaving. When he saw
I
that
think we
angel
tried to
of
call him
death
back.
flying around, he's just gone.
He didn't even take his boat across the water. He just ran across the water full speed using those little frog legs.
No, I think this is a problem for us because I think he did take his boat across the water. If what I'm hearing from that is correct, his boat is not there, right?
His boat is
It's
on
on
the
the
other
other
side of the water from where you are.
Well, everything in the lake is dead. So can we swim it?
Yeah, it's not that far. I mean, it's a couple hundred yards. It's which
Have-
you know.
I mean-
a strength of -1 and 7 hit points. I'm not swimming anyway.
Okay.
How far across is it?
couple of football, maybe 100 yards, 100 meters.
Is
I don't think
it
those words are
that
interchangeable, but I'll allow it.
is it that the spell killed everything in the water, or is the water bad?
So when you first
I don't want to get
came in
into it
here-
if there's a bunch of dead stuff in it.
Well, when you first came into this cavern and you met up with the frog, the Gripply, and you floated across, there weren't dead fish and stuff floating in the water.
Okay.
This is the psychic backlash of whatever it is that just Zenith did.
Okay.
Yep. So no other boats on our side.
Mhm.
No.
All right.
Well-
Khaldun can Pyzel bring that boat back over here? Is she that strong? Here, give her those gauntlets,
No.
quick.
It'll take her an hour to tune. That'll be like
I
a
can.
beholder with the chicken arm, the chicken fist.
Should be super jacked.
Oh! That reminds me. I got sorry. I interrupt for just a moment. Somebody was making those AI generated images, and and I'm gonna drop
I
something.
know where this is going already.
and I got them to make some for me, and I'm gonna put them in the Discord. But you guys carry on. But just yeah, I'm just gonna let you know that there's gonna be something in the BPN Discord in the Age of Heroes thread. It's gonna be great here in just a minute. Go ahead.
I mean, I think we should swim, but I was gonna give Tarathiel guidance if that helps at all.
You should probably give yourself
Yeah.
guidance. You're wearing full plate armor.
Well, so hang on. What? Someone can swim over and bring the boat back, right? We all need to
Everybody looks
swim
at
dry.
Khaldun. Someone is standing right there.
All right, so I swim across into the boat.
All right, give me a swim check. Athletics.
Okay.
You're wearing
I'll
plate
give.
armor, right?
And
Yes.
take it off, and I swim across.
Okay. Give me an athletics check
With guidance.
with guidance.
A guided. All right, hang on a second. Athletics, go. 23.
All right. Olympic swimmer diving through there. Oh, plus your guidance. You get across, no problem. And you're to the boat. I'm assuming you're bringing the boat back. Everybody
Nope,
jumps.
I'm gone.
I'm out. If I can swim, you can swim.
The little
Kick the
fish.
boat. Kicks
Just
the boat
gone.
at him. Good luck. All right, so
Yeah,
Khaldun's
I'll bring
gone.
the boat back.
Yeah, so everybody hops in. You go back across. You're on the other side of the lake, bugging out, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just
Yep.
moving. Okay. How far are you gonna go? You're like, everybody's half dead. One person's unconscious. Are you gonna go just up to the entrance? Because remember, you came to the entrance and it dropped down into the cave, and you could see the entire massive cave, the purple and Khaldun, now that you've been here for a while, you realize that purple up top is probably what's causing the difficulty everybody having in divination, because that's Fairres all over the roof of this cavern.
What is it?
It's not
That's-
affecting you because it's too far away, but you recognize that now, and you remember that was causing you a lot of issues when you
Yep, caused me problems.
were coming out of the darkness.
Yep. Well, let's get away from that.
Like I said, it never affected you. It was way too far out of the way. But you head out, go for an hour, I guess, sit down and rest. I mean, what
Yeah,
are
I
you
mean,
doing?
eventually, yeah, when we're out of earshot of the dragon and company, I guess.
So if
Yeah.
you go for an hour, at that hour, Zenith starts to rouse again.
I hit him with a firebolt.
Okay, roll the damage.
Non-lethally.
No, there's no non-lethal firebolt.
Hit him on the head with something.
Well, he character sheet. Let's see. No, I just use an unarmed strike. I punch him.
All right.
So 3 points of non-lethal damage.
Okay, you knock him out.
Good thud.
I don't think that's good for his brain to keep doing that.
It's not
I was
good
gonna
for
say
my
it's gonna
brain
go
if
to
he wakes up.
BI.
His howl from beyond is not good for anybody's brain.
Certainly
And
better
it
than a
seems
fireball.
to have a extreme range. I mean, he just yelled the whole cavern dead. Matter of fact, I don't think we should take him to Cauldron. He could kill the entire city.
Yeah.
Well, we could get him close
And,
and then tell his father uncle, his step neighbor-in-law. I forget who sent us.
His
after him?
father.
His father. Okay, we could
Old Pappy.
bring him to outside of Cauldron, and then let his father know that we have concerns about bringing him into the satellite dish shaped.
I'm looking at Coward. He's like, how many times have you flashy thinged me? Like from Men in Black.
Okay.
That's what Caldoon's always like, zap. Would you stop?
It's a
It's
deneuralizer.
gonna give me a brain tumor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Karen Long.
Stop! I am shackled. I am gagged. I am naked.
He's
I don't
his,
care.
yeah, his
How many kinks do you have?
he's got
You
his
have
his
no idea.
alarm, his hourly alarm on his watch goes off. He's like beep beep thud. Beep, thud. Okay.
All right, you're an hour outside of the temple area. Remember, it took you days to get here from the mouth of the cavern, so you have a long way to go, and plenty of time to get there. We're
Give
gonna
it
do
a
what
sleep.
they say can't be
Wait.
done.
Can we rest? Please?
Definitely
Right,
rest.
Sure.
Let's do that.
So who's on knockout duty?
I'll do it. I'm pretty good at it.
I'll do it.
Because he's like, I've got these new gloves.
Boing.
Yeah.
It's
So we
even
do
to
a
like
short,
slap
a
him like in a
long-
duel.
Start with a short rest, and then I mean, unless you guys want to go the whole long rest now.
I think we should do it now.
Okay.
Remember we were talking about Geneva Convention? This is what I'm talking about.
We could have shifts, right?
Mm-hmm.
All
Just
right.
to make sure he stays knocked out.
So what are we doing? Short or a long rest?
Long rest.
Long rest. Who's got first watch?
I do, because I'm
All right.
punching him.
So you keep punching him every time he wakes up or starts to wake up?
Yeah.
Down here? Okay. Your watch goes uneventful. Who's next?
Take the next one.
All right. Are you going to punch him every time he wakes up?
No, I'm gonna hit him with a hammer, or
Knock him out.
yeah.
Jeez.
Not a savage.
I use
He's a stick.
I use tools.
He's a stick. Yeah.
Gonna sully my hands with dwarf face.
He's a lot better at controlling his strength with the with stick. Yeah, exactly. He's like, thunk. Hey, Khaldun, I can cast sleep too. Thud.
All right. Who's next?
I'll go.
All right.
I guess we only need the 2 shifts though, right? If we do 8 hours and then 8 hours, or are we doing it like staggering? I don't know.
No,
how-
you
I don't know
can
how-
only take 2 hours off of your 8-hour rest and not do anything. So 2 hours apiece. You each have to take 6 hours of sleep. So 2-hour increments will be fine.
Okay.
So who's next?
Me.
All right. So you don't really have to make a perception check, but you realize that he has woken up, but he's faking it. He's still lying there asleep
I
Like
hit him
a-
in the
Get
head.
Punched.
because he keeps getting punched in the head, right? So
Yeah.
he is
Well,
lying there
he
awake.
picked the wrong lady. Can't fake
Well-
me out.
Right, he did. But it wasn't like you saw him and you get a chance to like just go, right? So you notice him faking being asleep. You're going to attack him? Is that what I'm hearing?
I mean, if he's faking it, his eyes aren't open, so he can't see what I'm doing, right?
Sure. You're unseen.
Well, then I'm gonna try to knock him out.
Okay, roll initiative.
Oh God.
He finally caught on that every time he wakes up, you're going to punch him. So he's going to try to fight his way out of here.
Jesus Christ. 4.
I'll roll mine up there. All right. So he goes
Do
first.
I at least get a hang on? Do
Alright.
I at least get a short rest from the time that I was resting before it was my turn?
No.
Okay. You never know unless you ask.
So he goes first, and he just immediately rolls over, puts his hands up, and stands up defensively. Your turn.
I'm gonna try to hit him over the head.
Okay, roll the hit. Disadvantage.
Oh, he's dodging.
Hang on.
Bobbing and weaving.
All right. I got a 20 and
Unarmed strike. Are you punching?
yeah, I can't find my weapons on this page.
Okay. Well, you're using a weapon. You don't want to use unarmed strike because
I
you're
know,
like not
but
proficient.
I can't
You don't get to use
find it
proficiency
on
bonus and
here.
all that good stuff.
No, I can't find it on here.
Okay, that's fine. But you rolled a 6, so I'll just let you know that's
Yeah, it's
probably a miss.
not great.
Okay.
Yeah.
He is backing up down towards away from you guys. So he moves.
Can I use a free action to yell to everybody to wake up?
Absolutely.
It went
Definitely.
bad. It went bad.
All going wrong.
I should have
Black
taken
Hawk
the
down.
last watch.
Black Hawk down. So he's moving
Wake
back. His
up.
hands are up, and he's still got that dodgy look on him. And everybody, give me a perception check with disadvantage because you're sleeping to see if she rouses you
Can
from
I-
asleep.
Can I also point where he's at just to kind of
Yeah,
give?
absolutely.
Okay. I'm just,
You're awake.
Yay.
be as clear as possible. Right there.
Farazan, you're still dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
21.
So Trathiel, Kaal Doom both wake up, and you see her. He's up. He's moving back. He's
I messed up.
got some dark vision. You see him in the darkness moving back. His hands are up.
Is it our turn?
You want us to roll for initiative as well?
Yeah. Alma, is that all you're doing? That was.
That's all I can do, I think.
Okay.
Unless
Yeah.
I can move toward him.
You can keep up with him.
Yeah.
Yep. Give me initiative checks.
Yep, that tracks. That tracks. Farazan's already asleep.
14.
14.
8.
2.
Alma, you had a 5, didn't you?
Should use my
Um,
initiative for this. My inspiration.
All right, guys, you wake up. It is his turn again. He's still dodgy and moving back, and it is now Khaldun's turn.
I mind sliver him. Intelligence saving throw, DC 16.
60 on the die. So that's a save.
Okay. And I get in his face. I mean, I don't know where he is. I get on top of him.
Okay, you move 30 feet towards him.
Like, where is he?
He's moving on. I don't have a map for this, but he's moving on down the cavern away from you guys, like back towards the temple. He's moved about 60 feet, so you're about 30 feet away from him because he's moved twice. You moved and cast a spell.
Okay.
Trathiel.
Trathiel is a pretty light sleeper, so when Alma calls out, he's like up and on his feet. I use half my movement to do that. I will move towards him. I'm gonna take an action to dash.
Okay.
To continue after him.
Right
I'm
up in
gonna-
his face, if you want to be.
I don't want to be quite right up in his face. I want to be close enough to deploy the lieutenant's guard behind him.
Right.
Throw caltrops on the floor behind him. I'd be like, just stop. It might not look like it, but we're here to rescue you.
Okay.
Stop resisting.
Give me a persuasion. It's not even persuasion, but give me a persuasion check. Give me a persuasion. with
You're real
advantage because you're not really trying to trick him. You are trying to rescue him. So
With advantage, that's a 19.
anything else?
No, that'll do me.
Alma. So you hear Tarathiel, put out his hand like he's a T-Rex or whatever, and say, "Calm," and you see him kind of hesitate. You see Zenith hesitate for a moment, looking at Tarathiel.
Okay, like hesitate, like he believes him. So I guess kind of like try to aid in that, like, hey man, like we're trying to help.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Whew. I got an 18 and a 17.
18. All right. So you see him. You see his shoulders kind of relax, his hands come down a little bit, but he's still looking at you like, this guy's like trying to blow my brains out, and you guys are telling me you're on my side. So, but he's mumbling. He hasn't pulled the gag out. His hands are still up. Farazan, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Another one?
Yeah, you're asleep.
Oh, I mean, I had rolled that one initially, and it was a very low.
Okay, it's your turn again.
I think the disadvantage of perception is going to be one of these. 9.
All right, you're really tired.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You got the crap beat out of you. You're still struggling.
Been a long day.
But you got everybody yelling. That's 9. That's fine. You wake up with a 9.
Okay.
Because you hear them. You hear Khaldun casting a spell, and you hear Tarathiel like, calm down, and you hear the caltrops hitting the ground and all that stuff. So you can tell something is amiss.
Mm-hmm.
So you go ahead and take your turn.
Okay. And how far away did you say he made it?
At this point, he's about 60 feet away from you.
Okay. All right. He's going to take a dash action pull his long staff and get to within striking distance, and he says,
So you get about 45 feet. Takes half movement to stand up. 15 feet. 15. So you're about 15 feet away from him. But go ahead.
All right, and then he will stop. Like, he's not going to say anything, but yeah.
So you're
he'll
like
just
coming
stop.
at him with a big stick in your hand, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Next round, it's his turn, and he's mumbling something, and he points at Khaldun. And like, really? And he points over at Farazan, and he's still backing up. He hops over the caltrops. But his hands are down, but he's pointing at these two, like, but all he does is hop over the con. He doesn't move a full 30. He just gets past the caltrop and stops, like with them in front of him. Khaldun, it's your turn.
I move up to him.
Okay.
I'll hop over the caltrops too, I guess. And I hold my hands up. It's like, stop running.
Okay. Are you done?
Yeah, so I want to be right next to him.
Okay. You're right next to him.
I'm done.
Tarathiel. He didn't move a full 30. He got past the caltrops, so he didn't move a lot, but he's still very much on the defensive. You can see him on his back foot.
Yeah. I'm gonna use a bonus action to retrieve the caltrops, given that they didn't have the desired effect.
Okay.
And look, someone that cares about you sent us to find you because you're in trouble. something's affecting your brain. And when we tried to talk to you, you attacked us. So we were just trying to get you somewhere where someone could look at you, maybe help out. And in that spirit, I'm going to ready an action to throw a psychic dagger if he tries to run or attacks.
In the spirit of non-violence.
What's your trigger?
If he tries to run, I guess.
Alma. So everybody's kind of moved up towards him. Even Khaldun's like put his hands down without murdering anybody today. And I think she just locked up. Farazan, let's go ahead and skip to you. Give her a second to come back in. Oh, are you back? Go ahead, Farazan. She'll be back in a second.
Yeah, Farazan's gonna walk up to the kind of the last person that's kind of some distance away, and he'll stow the long staff, and he just stands there, and yeah, he waits. Can you tell that he was gesturing at Farazan with the he's got a it's kind of a he's threatening me sort of way, or is that just a
He wasn't threatening you. He was kind of like, these
yeah,
guys are saying,
these guys are coming after me right here. Is that what he was
Yeah.
doing? Okay, so he
Yeah.
will step up and he'll stow the staff, and that's all he's going to do. He will ready. Can I ready a dash?
yeah,
Can I ready to dash? Okay.
yeah, that's an action.
Yeah. Okay. So I'll ready a dash if he makes a break for it.
Rachel's having a little bit of trouble with her connection right now.
We'll assume she says something amazing and rolls a natural 30 on her persuasion check. But Farazan's going to keep his mouth shut.
Is it, I am the ender of combats. If you run, I will peel the skin from your bones.
Yeah.
Yes. I am ready in action to deglove his body.
So Rachel just typed up in Roll20. I hear everyone. I just wanted to persuade that I'm a healer. Okay. So she says she's a healer. No persuasion necessary. He looks at her, and persuasion 13. You have advantage, but 13's fine. At this point, you guys have calmed him down. But when you say you're a healer, it is his turn. He reaches up, pulls the gag down, and he goes back to that listless look again, that when you first saw him. I swear I would have sworn I was a prophet. I knew the future. I knew you. But it was all a lie. And he just kind of slumps down to his knees and begins to bawl, crying. Khaldun, it's your turn. Fireball?
Of course.
Meteors.
Yeah, always open with fireball. Well, I will not bother him, but I will put myself between him and the cavern he was going.
Block
I'm
his way.
preventing I'm going to block his way. I'm not
I
going to
got you.
bother him. We'll
I
lay
got
him
you.
on the ground,
I got you.
not touch him, but I'm going to put myself like 30 feet down the road.
All right. Out of combat. He's not really. He's just he's not like slumped over, but he's just on his knees, head down. Just you see his shoulders just shuddering. He's not like like crying and waking up everybody in the world, but he's just quietly crying to himself.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
There you are.
Hey, sorry.
So,
I want to go to him.
Okay.
Just comfort him, just in general.
all right. Put your hand on his shoulder, pat him. He doesn't seem to react to you. He's just kind of lost in his sorrow at this point.
That's okay.
And you give him some time, and like the crying ends, but he just has withdrawn. Like he's just sitting there, not quite vacant, but you say you say Zenith, and he'll look at you, but it's kind of just looking at you with hollow eyes. And you help him stand up, and he walks over. You hand him some food he'll eat, but he's not speaking. He's just very morose. He obeys simple commands, doesn't say another word.
Does
He's
he still
just
have the
lost.
mark on his face?
Khaldun casts
You
detect
cast
magic.
detect magic again.
Yeah. Yes, the mark is still there.
Okay.
So, do I recognize that as illusory script?
Well, you don't recognize it, but the best thing you can come up with is that it was an illusion because you couldn't see it. But you don't know what specifically kind of magic the mark is.
Okay.
It doesn't make sense that it's just an illusion based on what you've seen.
Okay.
But you're not really sure what it is.
Could it be a curse?
It could be, sure. And you start your long rest. Take him watch again, punching him every hour in the face.
I'll
know,
stop
I-
punching him in the face.
All right.
Yeah.
Just punch him in the shoulder.
Get through the night. You wake up the next morning. He's still there. He's still just very, very withdrawn. Just not talking to anybody. And you're all level 9.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yes.
Ooh.
I have a question though.
Yes.
How long have we been enough XP to have level 9 and just haven't long rested? Because that's tradition.
It's been a few minutes.
Jesus.
Yes, I figured.
All right, I'm clicking the long rest button.
Yes, long
Yeah,
rest
you can't take
is
it away.
successful. No, you
Click
have
it
your
twice.
long rest. You are long rested as a level 9 character. So if you have spells and whatever, all that's good. Your level 9 stuff
Ugh.
is there.
That'll take some brain time.
Yeah, you get
Yeah.
brand new shiny 5th level spells. Ugh.
Ooh.
Dang.
What am I gonna do with that? Ugh.
I don't even know what they are.
I know. How often do you get to a character, a caster that gets to 5th level spells? That's so rare for me. You guys want to take a second, look at your level 9, or you want to?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm level 9.
Because level 9's a pretty big deal for at least Alma and Khaldun. That's 5th level spells.
Yeah,
Trathiel,
I'm gonna
get
need
anything,
some time.
get anything at level 9? Anything special?
Yeah, I
shiny?
do. Especially no, because I'm. We get a roguish feat thing from our archetype, and I have 2 archetypes, so
Alright.
I'm gonna get plenty of stuff, but no choices. So this makes this easy, so I can talk through them while other people are looking.
Alright.
One of them I actually want to save for reasons, just
Alright.
because I think it will make an amazing moment. But the soul knife, which is my primary kind of archetype, gets soul blades, which I think is impossible to say. without.
Blade.
It's a soul,
Soul
blade.
blades.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
So all kinds of fun stuff. Now when I make an attack roll with psychic blades and I miss, I can add a psionic energy die and add it to the attack and potentially cause it to hit.
Ooh.
So I can. They're
All
called
right.
homing strikes, but I like the idea that I can rebound them.
Hang on. So is this one of those issues where I just need to tell you the die roll, or is it absolutely when you miss?
It's when I miss.
Okay,
When I miss the target.
good. Thank God.
Yeah. No, I prefer those.
Yeah.
But also I can throw a soul knife and teleport to where it lands.
Just like all the time?
It expends a psionic energy die, so
Okay.
I'll
Still.
only have a certain number of them.
Yeah.
But that's plenty.
Very cool. Very cool.
And then I think the other thing is my I get an extra sneak attack die at this level, but also my proficiency bonus, like everyone's, has gone up, which is going to mean a whole bunch of my stuff that I could only do a certain number of times per day is going to go up.
Is it +4 now? Proficiency?
+4.
Wow, that's a 9th level's big for everybody then, because that's a big bump. That's to hit. That's saving throws. That's all kinds of stuff. Cool.
And the other archetype, if people don't remember what it was, I'm going to keep close to my chest for the minute because,
Alright.
like I said, I think the 9th level power from that is going to lead to an insane moment that's going to be fun.
Cool. I prefer that. But you, Farazan, anything special and fun at 9th level?
The one thing that he gets is he can use it once per long rest, and it's indomitable.
That's where you get to reroll saving throw versus
Yes.
will, wisdom,
When you
or just anything.
fail a saving throw, you can re-roll it, and you must use the roll.
Yeah. Zenith used that once. That's it? Anything else at 9th level?
Just the
Just
proficiency bonus.
that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. That's pretty big. So once a day luck roll for a saving throw. That's not bad at all.
It's nice.
So besides spells, you spell casting people. Anything else at 9th level? Any other powers or anything like that? Or is it just 5th level? Just 5th level spells.
It's just 5th level spells, and there's some really, really good ones.
Yeah.
But I don't know about you, Alma, but I only get one 5th level slot. 5th level spells is when you start getting the, once a day trick kind of spells. You don't get a whole lot of
gross
slots
spells.
anymore.
Is it 5th?
They're
I
what?
thought it was 6th. Okay. Yeah, you're getting into power now.
Yeah.
I'm a little overwhelmed by my options right now.
I mean, at most, you only get like 3 per level anyway, right?
4.
Lower,
Beyond.
At the lower levels, you get 4, but
Yeah.
you're right. Beyond that, it's about 3.
I mean, there's some crazy stuff on here. I can basically bring on the plague.
super.
Yes, let's do
So
that.
get everybody,
Let's just
get
say
ready,
that I
and bring
can't
your
do
mask.
Well, there's
As
go ahead.
always, Alma is the most frightening of all of us.
Right.
It's because I don't know what's going on.
I'm gonna touch you with my love. Melt.
No, there's some pretty cool stuff in here. I'll have to really do some research.
Well, you I don't know if you guys have ever had the conversation, but you talk about characters at this level are just city killers. I mean, Khaldun, if you prepped yourself right, you could walk into a town and kill everybody in it. Just and definitely Alma, you do that already. But you're just like forces of nature at this level if you're a caster. It's insane. I mean, what's the fog of death spell? It's a 5th level spell. You cast
Cloud
it.
kill?
Cloud
Yeah,
kill.
I got that one.
Just
I got
waft
Cloud
through a
Kill.
town and murder everybody with one spell. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm
like
still
that.
looking for the Last Laugh headquarters. So when I find that, you can cast that.
Yeah, we'll test Cloud Kill. One of my favorite aspects of Cloud Kill is it sinks. So it's like you cast it in the chimney and just let it
that's-
kind of dissipate through the building.
Well, it's
Does it
the
move
dry
in
ice.
5th edition?
Huh?
It does. Fog
I
moves 10
asked
feet
if it
away from you
moved.
at the start of each turn.
Yeah.
It moves away, right? 5 feet or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
It lasts for 10 minutes. So it's this creeping doom for 10 minutes.
Is it
And it does
concentration?
crazy damage.
Oh,
But I probably won't use it.
Is it concentration?
It is.
So it did like constitution damage. Is it just massive hit
It's
points
just
now?
it's poison damage.
Okay.
It's just poison damage.
Gross. Yeah, and Alma,
Ooh.
I think you can just like talk to God now.
mhm, I
think
can.
that's a 5th level spell. You can just like, hey, what's up, Maori?
Yeah,
Just
Yeah,
down
I
here in a
can-
hole, killing
yeah.
dragons.
I can just basically ask God to tell me what's up,
Yeah.
whether I should do something or
Get
not.
your little cup with a string to heaven. Like,
I can create a
Pretty
spell
cool.
jamming helm. That's a
spell
5th
gem.
level spell. Great spell jamming helm.
That'll be useful.
Yeah.
There's like a lot more like radiant damage stuff that I just unlocked. I'm like basically like putting the fear of God into people. It's pretty cool.
You have been doing that for a while.
Well, but this is like directly from the heavens. A lot of this stuff is. It's like I open a window into the heavens and you burn. Kind of neat.
Giggle, giggle. Is anything like
Yeah.
jumping out at you? Any one spell?
Yeah. I don't know. It's neat. There's this one. It's like another one of the like touch ones, but I basically can like touch. It's called Contagion, and if you fail 3 saves against me, then I give you like a terrible disease for 7 days. It's kind of cool.
Typhoid Mary.
And I get to pick which disease it is too. One of them is just you start bleeding uncontrollably.
I think that's Farazan. He just whacks them and they bleed uncontrollably.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Yeah,
thought you
it
meant
can
that
be able
Fezon
to do
is
that.
constantly bleeding uncontrollably.
Well, you know, column A, column B.
No, it's pretty cool. I got some reading to do.
Yeah, it's a good thing to have time to level up casters after a certain level. You know, level up at the end of the session so you have it ready for the next session because it will take a little bit of researching. Heath, I don't think if I were you, I would take create Spelljammer Helm. Just a suggestion. But you do what you want. It's your
We
turn.
could all play Spelljammer.
It's like, look what I got.
Helm is not. It's not this kind of helm. By the way. Anyway.
It's a tiara.
Yeah, I think I want to take Control Wind. That's a good spell.
Well, that'll be helpful with Farazan.
Mhm.
Yes, Control Wind.
It's helpful because we employed a taco vendor to feed our entire crew.
Yes.
Nice Senpai, we're getting ready to wrap it up too. It's been over. Well, we kind of got a late start. It's been right about 2 hours, but I wanted to give everybody a chance to brag a little bit about being level 9, see what's up. But we're gonna wrap it up here, pick up here next week. Level 9 with your catatonic prisoner. Oh, so you're level 9. Nope, your henchmen do not level. They're 1/2 of your level round down.
I'm skeptical whether or not bringing the henchman was worth the extra effort.
It's fine.
They're a fun possibility, but we by no means need to have to use them. And you've
Yeah,
got
I'm not
like a
sure.
gaggle of them.
I think about it.
Yep.
Well, assuming none of them died while we were gone, which is also a possibility.
Nobody knows. Life goes
Assuming
on.
Someone didn't open up the under closet and have people have something come out of it. We lost
No, I
another
was
one.
thinking more that I keep setting people against the last laugh, and I keep losing people doing that. So,
Well, there's that.
People and fingers.
well,
All right. Well, gonna go ahead and wrap it up. We'll be back next week. Senpai and Cowart, thanks for joining us. I'm going to let's see. What was the plan, Mike? I'm gonna go ahead and upload this to YouTube. You're gonna get it up like tomorrow or so, and I'll have this episode on the podcast by Wednesday.
Awesome.
There may be something funny because of the OBS crash. I don't know if it's going to count as 2 videos or not, so that may be a thing.
we'll
Well,
see.
We will find out.
Yeah.
Sure.
That may be a so, all right.
Now, guys.
All right.
Have a good night.
Not all.
See ya.